Today I'm going to show you guys two really simple ways to motorize this Hobie Pro Angler kayak using our K-1 motor through the pedal drive and using the Powerpole adapter. We're going to show you the fastest way to motorize this Hobie Pro Angler using our fin drive adapter. Your fin drives are out, motor goes in, click to your battery. That battery can go under your seat or behind your seat or in the hatch, as long as you can access your kill switch. So if you fall off your kayak doesn't take off on you. That's it, that's simple. If you own a Hobie Pro Angler pre-2025, those kayaks are not Powerpole ready. So if you want to use our Powerpole adapter, you are going to need a Powerpole plate of some sort to get that kayak ready to accept that Powerpole plate. So in this case, we're going to use the Bixpy one, which gives you 3 mounting options, also gives you a hatch access to your rudder system. So that's sort of an additional feature of this particular adapter. There are other adapters on the market as well you can buy to do the same thing. But today we're going to install ours and show you guys how that works. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the access plate on our plate adapter, so you're able to more easily see how this gets mounted to your kayak and also have access to the inside. Now this plate is also compatible with your rudder plate. So if you do want to swap that out at some point, oops, that is compatible with your original Hobie plate. Then we're going to take off the Hobie plate. Now, different Hobie Pro Anglers, whether it's 12, 14, or 17, have slightly different distances from the first 2 bolts here to that H-rail. So for this installation, we're on a Pro Angler 12. And what you'll notice is that this adapter has sort of an open-ended front installation here. For this one, we're going to use the last set of nuts and bolts. We're going to slide that in there, and you'll see that it lines up with this first set of holes there. And this does ship with all the hardware you need. So we're going to go ahead and install that on there. We're not going to tighten anything too much yet because we do want to align things up before we tighten too much. So now that we have our plate down, we're going to cover our rudder access. And last but not least, we do have 2 covered bolts here on the back that will hold your adapter, your plate, I should say, to your H-rail. So we're going to push that through there. So now we have our motor plate onto the kayak. This is super sturdy, guys. We've got 4 really strong points of attachment onto our H-rail, onto the body of the kayak, and we have 3 different mounting options on this plate. So if you've got a micro anchor, you'll be able to put it on one of these and have your motor on one. If you like, you can have the motor in the center. You can have 2 out of these 3 populated at any given time. So you can either have it centered, to the sides, or to the side and another product. So today we're going to put our K-1 Power Pole Adapter onto the middle set of bolts. So there we are. It's an easy one. Again, we do everything kind of loose until the end where we tighten everything up. And really, this is a toolless job, so all I'm using is the Allen key that's provided with those gnarly bolts. So now that they're on, we're just going to tighten them a little bit, make sure it's nice and sturdy. All right, that's it, guys. Your Powerpole plate is on there, nice and sturdy. You can lift the kayak with that. And I've got the K-1 already on my vertical pipe. We're going to put that through. Rested right there. And this is a quick release as well, so this is also toolless, so you don't need any tools for this either. We're just going to tighten that up. Clips in to our reverse clip, so you can go in reverse. Now the Pro Angler does have its own rudder, obviously, so we're not going to use the rudder. We're going to use this pin to lock our motor down, But if you did want to use something like our pole steering or the V-arm steering, you're able to attach that steering up here, remove that pin, and get a 180-degree turn from that motor. So it's that simple. We do have a cord here we attach to the top of the motor. So if you want to pull out of the water, you're out of the water and out of the way. And when you're ready to go, drop it back down and it'll clip into its place and you're ready to go. So we're going to connect that to our battery in the back of the kayak. Now, if you did want to run this battery under your seat or to the front of the kayak, we do sell extension cables as well. In this case, I'm just going to leave the battery on the back. This is the 378, the smaller of the two batteries we make. We can have this in your crate or just have it loose, sort of sitting under the bungees. And we're ready to get on the water.